Welcome to Cornell Peds, also known as Kamansky Children's Hospital. We are located within New York Presbyterian Cornell on the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
We are so bummed that you can't visit us in person, but are hoping our video tour helps you picture what it would be like working here.
We'll start with our inpatient units. 6 North is our general pediatrics floor, and 6 Central is our step-down unit. 6 North has 26 beds, managed by resident and PA teams. This is where you'll learn to take care of both general pediatrics and subspecialty patients, including GI, renal, hem-onc, and many more. Our patient rooms have some of the best views in Manhattan, and the little kids love watching the boats go by on the East River. Residents spend a lot of time here, so the workroom becomes a centralized place for learning, but also for fostering friendships, decompressing, and eating lots of snacks.
6 Central is our step-down unit, where resident and PA teams care for patients requiring a higher level of care. This 19-bed subway-themed unit opened in 2017. Some of the patients you'll care for here include patients requiring telemetry, high-flow nasal cannula, and those with tracheostomies. 6 Central also houses our epilepsy monitoring unit for patients requiring continuous video EEG. Spending so much time on 6 North and 6 Central, we are so lucky to work closely with our rock star nurses, who take great care of our patients and are always fun to be around. We also have a phlebotomy team of specialized nurses who help us with getting lab work done and with getting access, including PICC lines. Our child life team is a wonderful asset everywhere in the hospital, from the ICUs and inpatient units down to the emergency department. They are incredible advocates and supports for our patients and families, helping them through scary or painful procedures, coping with new diagnoses, and being happy faces in a strange place. We have several fantastic playrooms, an often visited fish tank, and of course, the occasional wonderful therapy dog.
6 South is our pediatric intensive care unit, with 18 single rooms. In our shared workroom, we work alongside other residents and PAs, and we attend PICU conferences led by our fellows and attendings. Here you'll learn to manage patients with respiratory failure, shock, neurosurgical emergencies, congenital heart disease, and many other conditions. Our PICU fellows are some of the best educators in the hospital and routinely win Fellow of the Year awards. The PICU has some of the best East River views in the hospital, especially for viewing the 4th of July fireworks every summer.
Our pediatric emergency department is located on the first floor of the main hospital. It has 7 rooms in addition to 8 hallway beds. We are a Level 1 trauma center and the regional referral burn center in New York City. In the ED, we work side by side with co-residents, attendings, scribes, nurse practitioners, more awesome nurses, and child life staff.
Across the street is the Alexandra Cohen Hospital for Women and Newborns, which opened in August 2020. It houses labor and delivery, our newborn nurseries, and the neonatal intensive care unit. On the top 3 floors of the building, our interns work with PAs and attendings to care for our very youngest patients. Residents round on babies at the bedside, counsel new parents, and master the newborn exam. We also attend lots of deliveries and learn basic resuscitation skills.
Just 1 floor down is our neonatal intensive care unit. It has 60 beds, all within single rooms, as well as several twin and triplet rooms. Parents are encouraged to stay with their babies and participate in rounds and medical decision-making. The NICU also houses its own operating room and MRI suite.
Next, let's take the shuttle to our community hospital at New York Presbyterian Queens. The pediatrics department here has a 20-bed floor and a 5-bed pediatric intermediate care unit. This is the place where you'll really master those bread and butter pediatric diagnoses. Residents also have the opportunity to rotate at world-class institutions, like Memorial Sloan Kettering, where we care for pediatric oncology patients. At the Hospital for Special Surgery, we co-manage pediatric post-op patients with the orthopedic team and attend sports medicine, orthopedic surgery, and rheumatology clinics.
Let's take a break from our inpatient responsibilities to talk about that chill outpatient peds life. From a subspecialty standpoint, we have the opportunity to rotate through all major specialties in our Helmsley Tower clinics. For primary care continuity clinic, residents work at one of 3 sites for all 3 years: the resident group practice at Cornell, the Community Healthcare Network in Long Island City, and the Teresa Lang Children's Center at New York Presbyterian, Queens.
We have a robust simulation program at Cornell. Our Sim Center is well stocked with high-fidelity mannequins and supplies to help recreate any clinical scenario you can imagine. Residents encounter simulation in a variety of settings: on the general inpatient units at Cornell and Queens, in the PICU and NICU, and in the simulation center seen here.
To finish our tour, we'll take you to some of our other commonly visited spaces. The Pediatric Library is where we have all of our morning reports and noon conferences. The Resident Lounge is a comfy place for residents to hang out, socialize, eat, and get work done. We hope you consider becoming part of our Duckling family.
Thanks for visiting us at Cornell Peds.